The fact that a significant number of people in the United States are hesitant to purchase electric vehicles, EVs, is a complicated issue that may be linked to a wide range of factors, including economic, practical, and cultural issues. Despite the growing desire for environmentally friendly means of transportation and the expanding availability of electric vehicles on the market, there is still a substantial segment of the American population that is hesitant to acquire electric automobiles. This exists despite the fact that electric vehicles are becoming more readily available. In order to obtain an understanding of the causes behind this hesitation, it is required to conduct a more in-depth examination of the numerous aspects that influence the behavior and perceptions of customers. Number 10. High purchase costs. A big obstacle to the widespread adoption of electric vehicles in the United States is the initial expense. Although there has been a gradual decrease in the pricing of electric vehicles, the prices of electric vehicles continue to be higher than the prices of conventional gasoline-powered automobiles. The initial prices of electric vehicles can still be exorbitant for many prospective customers, even when federal tax incentives and state rebates are taken into consideration. There is still a great deal of anxiety around the perceived value for money in comparison to traditional automobiles. For example, although the price of an entry-level electric vehicle, such as the Nissan Leaf, can begin at approximately $30,000, it is still more expensive than many gasoline vehicles that are equivalent to it. This is especially true when taking into account the higher trim levels and additional features. Number 9. Limited driving range and charging infrastructure. Another significant problem is range anxiety, which refers to the worry that an electric car will exhaust its battery before it reaches a charging station. Even though developments in battery technology have made it possible for many electric vehicles to have a longer range, there are still some models that do not have the same range as conventional automobiles, particularly when it comes to traveling over long distances. In addition, the existing infrastructure for charging electric vehicles is not as developed or as extensive as it could be, particularly in areas that are less populous or which are rural. Despite the fact that urban areas may have an increasing number of charging stations, the network is still rather limited in many places. This makes it more difficult for electric vehicle owners to travel long distances or commute on a daily basis. Number 8. Charging time. Even when there is infrastructure for charging electric vehicles, the amount of time it takes to charge an electric vehicle continues to be a problem for many people in the United States. As opposed to gasoline-powered vehicles, which can be refueled at any gas station in a short amount of time, electric vehicles often take longer amounts of time to charge. The development of fast charging stations has occurred. Nevertheless, these stations are not yet as widespread or as quick as the conventional options for recharging vehicles. For individuals who are accustomed to the rapid turnaround that is associated with conventional fueling techniques, the amount of time that is spent waiting for a complete charge can be a disincentive. Number 7. Unfamiliarity with the technology. There are still a considerable number of people in the United States who are not familiar with the technology that underpins electric vehicles. As a consequence, these individuals may have erroneous views regarding the dependability and performance of this cutting-edge technology. Some people have the misconception that electric cars, EVs, are difficult to comprehend and have not been tried and tested. When the lengthy history of internal combustion engines and the proven dependability of these engines are taken into consideration, this perception emerges. Due to the fact that there are concerns surrounding the long-term durability of these vehicles, as well as the danger of growing repair expenses in the event that something goes wrong, the level of suspicion that is linked with electric vehicles can be increased for a number of reasons. Number 6. Incentives and policies. It is highly likely that not all individuals who are contemplating the acquisition of electric vehicles are aware of the federal and state incentives that are available to them or are able to take advantage of them by themselves. To add insult to injury, the efficacy of these incentives varies from one government to the next. On the other hand, the availability of tax credits, rebates, and other financial incentives can have a substantial impact on the decisions that consumers make regarding their purchases. This is true despite the fact that changes in legislation or restrictions placed on incentives may have an effect on the trust of customers. The fact that these incentives are subject to change is an additional point of interest that may make it difficult for consumers to plan their purchases. This, in turn, contributes to feelings of uncertainty and reluctance on the side of the customers concerned. Number 5. Cultural and lifestyle preferences. The resistance to the acceptance of electric vehicles can be partially related to cultural influences as well as choices of lifestyle. This is one of the reasons why electric vehicles are not widely accepted. People in the United States have strong attachments to traditional automobiles, particularly pickup trucks and sport utility vehicles, SUVs, which play a crucial role in their day-to-day lives and work routines. This is especially true for pickup trucks. Those individuals who have a strong relationship to the automobile are particularly affected by this circumstance. Because of the widespread belief that electric vehicles are most suitable for usage in urban areas or in smaller cars, individuals who require larger automobiles for work or personal use may be dissuaded from purchasing electric vehicles. This is because electric vehicles are most suited for use in metropolitan regions. It is possible that this belief plays a role in the choice to purchase an electric vehicle. Electric vehicles may have a more difficult time reaching a wider audience due to the cultural tie that people have to autos that are powered by petroleum. This is in addition to the fact that electric vehicles are regarded as a product that falls within the category of specialist goods. Number 4. Resale value concerns. It is possible that concerns regarding the resale value of electric vehicles will play a part in the decision-making process for purchases. However, it is also possible that these issues will play a role in the decision-making process. As a result of the rapid pace at which technological advancements are being made and the risk that newer models could quickly become obsolete, prospective purchasers may be concerned about the depreciation of electric vehicles in comparison to what they would experience with conventional vehicles over the course of their lifetime. This is due to the fact that electric vehicles are intrinsically more expensive than vehicle types that are more traditional. Due to the fact that the value of an electric vehicle is likely to decrease at a rate that is greater than that of a conventional automobile, there is a possibility that the market for electric cars will be confronted with a significant obstacle to entry. Number 3. Maintenance and repair issues. In general, electric vehicles require less maintenance than gasoline-powered automobiles do. This is because electric vehicles have fewer moving parts than gasoline-powered automobiles. However, due to the specialized nature of the components that comprise electric vehicles, there is the possibility of encountering some challenges. There is a possibility that prospective buyers will be concerned about the cost of specialist components, as well as the availability of professionals who are capable of carrying out repairs. The idea that maintenance for electric vehicles would be more difficult or expensive, in addition to the likelihood of a scarcity of service facilities, might prevent some purchasers from purchasing electric vehicles. This has the potential to discourage some buyers from purchasing electric vehicles. Number 2. Energy sources and environmental impact. While EVs are marketed as environmentally friendly, some consumers question the overall environmental impact of electric vehicles, particularly concerning the source of the electricity used to charge them. In regions where the electricity grid relies heavily on fossil fuels, the environmental benefits of driving an EV might seem less significant. This concern can affect the motivation of those who are environmentally conscious but still skeptical about the full lifecycle benefits of electric vehicles. Number 1. Economic uncertainty is also conceivable for customers' actions to be influenced by the state of the economy, which is a possibility. The changes in the cost of fuel and the economic downturns are 2 examples of the ways in which this uncertainty manifests itself. In the event that the price of gasoline continues to fall, the financial incentive to make the conversion to an electric vehicle will decrease. It is anticipated that the price of gasoline will continue to decrease. During times of economic instability, consumers may place a greater emphasis on the affordability of products and the speed with which they may save money than they will on making long-term investments in innovative technologies. Within the context of periods of economic instability, this is a possibility that comes into play. Would you like it? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channels for more interesting and informative videos.